Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new. My name is Kaylin, if you didn't know, and I am 29 years old and pregnant with mine and my husband's first baby. If you couldn't tell, I'm 30 weeks along right now. And for today's video, I just have all sorts of cleaning motivation for you. So it was a Saturday and I just needed to get a lot done. So we're starting out in my bedroom. Fun fact, next time you see my bedroom, in whichever video is my next video, the walls won't be blue anymore. So I'm super excited about that. But we're just going to start out up here. I'm going to wash the sheets today. So I'm just unmaking the bed and then we will go downstairs and get them put in the wash. Moving into the kitchen, so obviously things look a little different in here. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that we had our friends who just started a painting company, Servicemen Painting, paint our cabinets. And when I filmed this, the doors were still in the garage. They weren't finished yet, but it was to the point where I was able to put my shelves back in, and then the next day I actually put all of our stuff back into our shelves. But on this particular day, just because I had never done it, I wanted to take some cleaner and a damp washcloth, and I basically just clean and wipe out the insides of all the cupboards. You're gonna see me wipe down the shelves for the cupboards because I wanted to do that too. I stick those back in here, and then I take all the stuff out of the lower shelves that didn't get emptied out. They weren't too bad because the guys honestly did a really good job at controlling the dust and everything when they had to sand and all of that stuff, but there was a little bit of dust in them, so I just pulled everything out and gave those a wipe down as well. But next time you see this kitchen too, it will also be mostly finished except for the counters and the backsplash. Those are a couple months out, hoping that happens before baby, but we'll see. But it already just looks so much better white. I love it so much, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So moving down to the lower cupboards, this is where you're going to see me take everything out super quick, wipe down the shelves, and then put everything back in. I do sort of reorganize a little bit as I put the stuff away. I don't show myself refilling the upper cupboards in this video, but I did buy some organizers off of Amazon for like the Tupperware lids, baking sheets and trays. There was a couple other, but I can't remember off the top of my head, that I want to use to organize a few cupboards a little bit better, and I do plan on showing that in a video, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when it's happening, but I do want to do that eventually. When I was going through this cupboard, I found a sponge and a drain stopper for the sink that I honestly do not remember being in here when we moved in. So I don't know how I missed them or didn't see them, but I went ahead and tossed them because they were old and kind of gross and I just didn't have a need for them. Also, we're gonna do a couple floating shelves on our new, I don't, if you've seen any of my other videos, there was actually like a weird window in our kitchen, right in the middle of the upper cabinets. And the little window was just open and it looked through into the room on the other side. And I never cared for it. I didn't really understand why they did it. So we basically just pulled one of the cabinets down and slid it over, and it created some wall space up above the peninsula bar top for me. And so my husband is going to do some floating shelves right there, and I'm so excited. And I'm going to put that magnolia cake stand in there and just like a couple cute things and a couple of our cute matching white dishes, I think, so that I have more room in the cupboards for baby stuff when the time comes. I decided to go ahead and pull out the vacuum for this part too because there were spots like way back in the corner of the Lazy Susan that just had like crumbs from the toaster and things like that that I couldn't reach. So with the little extension on the vacuum, I was able to get back there and get all that stuff cleaned up. I should have given you a close-up shot, but I didn't think about it in the moment. Also, if you're new here or even not new and you've been around since I started my channel, I would love it if you said hi in the comments. We don't have a huge community here, but I still love my little tiny corner of the internet. So if you want to say hi in the comments, I would absolutely love that. And I kind of just intermittently switch the laundry all throughout the day just to keep it going and keep things getting cleaned. And then we'll go ahead and fold it later. But I'm just moving the sheets into the dryer now. Now we're going to wipe down all of the shelves. Like I said, I only show myself wiping down the first 4 of them because I thought that could get a little boring. But what you see me do with these 4 where I wipe down both sides, I basically did with all of the shelves before I put them away. And watching this back, I just want to curl up in a ball next to Charles on his little dog bed. Now that we're all done with that, we're going to move on to just giving the kitchen kind of a general wipe down. So I'm starting with the appliances. They all needed a good wipe down too. Like I said, again, the guys did a really good job at controlling the dust, but some of it is just inevitable. So they needed wiped, and then the counters as well. And then we will move on to unloading the dishwasher and doing a couple dishes. So it was funny because while I was unloading the dishwasher, I did decide to go ahead and just put the dishes away since I was going to be putting the rest of the dishes away the next day. But it threw me off for a second because although I put everything back in the same cupboards they were in, those two on the left had been slid down, so they were just in a different spot in relation to the dishwasher. So it just threw me for a second when I went to put them away. And also, we will be staring at that blue tape for quite a while until the new counters come. Realistically, my husband peeled a corner of the laminate back just to see how exactly they'd been installed so that he could make sure to demo them properly without causing, any excess damage to the cabinets. So unfortunately, we have to look at that for a while, but that's okay. Luckily, there were only a few dishes in here to do, and most of them just went right into the dishwasher. But after we do that, I'm going to give the sink a scrub, and then I put some essential oils down the drains just to help make it smell good. So you'll see me do a couple drops of lemon and then a couple drops of purification into each drain. Another thing I'm super excited for is we're going to get a big, deep white sink when we do the counters, and then we're also going to switch out our faucet, and I picked out a black one to match the black cabinet door hardware that I picked out as well. Moving into the master bathroom now, so you guys have seen me clean in here a few times. We're just going to get the toilet cleaned and wiped down, and then I will move on to wiping down the counter, the sinks, and the mirror. Okay, let's go ahead and get this bed made now that the sheets are dry and we are done in the bathroom. Watching this back makes me really want to go on Amazon and order some more pillowcases. So the sheet set that we have, we really love it, but it only came with 2 pillowcases. So we're using some extra pillowcases that we had for some of our extra pillows. And we have the ones that came with the sheet set on like our nice memory foam pillows. But I really should go on and see if you can buy the matching pillowcases without actually having to buy like a whole nother set with the sheets so that all of our pillows match. So moving on to folding all of that laundry that you've seen me switching all day, there was a lot of laundry, so I sped this way up and I actually cut some of it out too so that you didn't have to watch all of it, because as I was watching this back, I just felt like there was so much footage of me folding. So hopefully I left enough in here to give you some laundry folding motivation, and just like with this whole video, I hope it gives you lots of cleaning motivation. My husband had all sorts of little projects going on this day, so that's why he's measuring and taking pictures of things. And he also actually helped put a final coat on some of the cabinet doors just so we could get them hung back up sooner. So that was nice. But now that we've got this all folded, we're just going to get the laundry put away. Okay, moving back downstairs, all of these floors needed a good vacuum and a mop as well. You can see some of that really fine dust I was talking about on the floor over there, the way the sun is hitting it. So we are just going to get all of these vacuumed up and then give them a good mop. If you've been watching my videos lately, you'll notice I've been using my spin mop a lot. Sometimes I just need to switch things up because we do so much cleaning, it can get monotonous and boring. But I decided to pull my steam mop back out for this, and I fell in love with it. It reminded me how much I love it. The only downfall is having to deal with like the cord and switching which outlet you're using, but honestly, it just reminded me that nothing cleans your floors like the steam mop. They just feel so clean. It sanitizes them as you're doing it, and I just feel like no one could convince me otherwise that the steam mop is the best mop. I'm using a Shark version that I really like, and I can link it down below. I got it off of Amazon. You can also, if you want to, put a couple drops of essential oil either on the mop pad, or I do it in the water sometimes. I don't know if that's the best because I don't know if the oil should be going through like your mop, but it makes it smell so good while you're mopping if you miss that like scent from your Pine Sol or whatever you would be using to mop with your spin mop. But we're going to move into this room here. So this is the room on the other side of the kitchen. You can see where that patch in the wall is. That's where the little window was from the kitchen looking into this room. So there was some sanding and stuff that had to be done in here. So this whole room just kind of needed a quick once over as well. We do still have to paint that patch, by the way. When I filmed this, we still had to paint all the patches in the walls still, so it has since been done, but at this point it had not yet, so I didn't want to move my elliptical back up against the wall until after we got it painted. So what I'm going to do now is just move all the chairs back into the kitchen for now, along with the bar stools, and give them a quick wipe down. So the video is going to end here shortly, but I just wanted to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for joining me today. If you did enjoy, you should give the video a like and consider subscribing for more videos. I would love to have you back. And just once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on my next video. Bye.